Greetings, Ian Vargo here with the Pro Audiophiles. Today's plugin profile is all about the Fender 55 Tweed Deluxe amplifier, which has been meticulously modeled and turned into a plugin by the folks at Universal Audio. Before I show you the different settings and sounds, I'm going to record a guitar solo using a custom preset that I created with the plugin. All right. Right now, let's show you around the plugin. I'm going to loop this selection here, so you will probably get tired of the guitar solo. I apologize in advance. And I'm going to go to the factory default setting for the plugin. First up, we've got choice between line and normal signal level. Let's take a listen. Okay, so clearly we have a little bit more gain with the normal signal level. Next up, we have 3 different speaker types. My personal favorite for lead is the JB120. It has a nice mid-range bite, but all of these have plenty of applications in which they would work wonderfully. We have an off-on switch. Let's hear the direct signal. Next up, we have a tone control. So although it says tone, it also, to my ears, sort of behaves as a secondary gain control. We definitely have a lot more gain when we have the tone cranked. So if you're going for a more clean sound, you probably want to dial back the tone. Here, it gets pretty interesting. We have instrument volume. And you'll notice we also have mic volume. Nothing is going to happen as I turn this knob up because these controls are dependent on where we are connected input-wise here. So we have instrument and mic input. So let's switch over from instrument to mic. And this is where the plugin gets really versatile. Let's double click here, and now we are plugged into both instrument and mic. Let's dial back a little bit. As you could hear, when I crank both instrument and mic volume, we get a really in-your-face fuzz tone. So the tone blending options are seemingly limitless when you factor in that you've got instrument, mic, or both combined. And the sound that I ultimately decided on was, in fact, a blend of the two. All right, let's move down here to the mic section. Obviously, we've got tons of control over here, but famous guitar sounds do not stop at the amplifier. So the plugin does a great job of emulating how guitars have been recorded throughout history. Let's switch over to the mic input only, and I am going to mute this mic here. You have a choice between 1 or 2 or blending these microphones. I'm going to mute the second one. Let's take a listen to this right here. All right, we've got control over choosing which type of microphone. This is the classic SM57. My personal favorite choice for guitar amplifier. 421. ribbon. Another ribbon. And a 67 condenser microphone. The sheer amount of tonal blending options is pretty astounding. So we can also move these mics off axis, engage a high pass filter, pan and blend. So we've got one mic, two mic. Let's unmute this one. Let's go with 57, and yeah, let's keep it on a ribbon microphone here, and get a blend of these two. And then over here, we have a master control. So if you really want to drive the microphones but need to pull back on the output, you could do so. Okay, so overall, I would say that they've done an incredible job of modeling this amplifier. And the thing that gives it that extra push is the ability to record it in ways that engineers have done throughout the decades. So this is an extremely fun plugin. I, as a guitar player, have always been very skeptical of amp simulator plugins, but I have to say it's a lot of fun to work with and does a very convincing job. If you do not have access to a Fender Deluxe 55 amplifier, as most guitar players probably don't, I can't strongly enough recommend this plugin. Again, this has been Ian Vargo with the Pro Audiophiles. If you have any questions, get in touch. Thanks.